Well, here we are, back at doing daily Instagram live. Advertising powerhouse Jim Qatar, back in my home office. Poland. Hello, Poland. Let me see if I can read these things flying up. France. Hey, France. How's the fat loss book? The ad fit. Crush it. Roy, what's happening? You find a gym, Roy? Brazil. Body by Brian. Good morning. Thoughts on flex wheelers physique? What a good question. 93. Complete insanity. Complete. Marco. I don't know what country that is, Marco, with your flag. I'm American. So you got to be like Steno Rameda, who says hi from Italy, then he puts the Italian flag up. What am I doing up so early? I get up at 6, 5, 6 every morning. I used to go to bed for years, midnight, and get up at 5. 5 hours sleep. India. Also on lockdown. Everyone is. I know. I touch my eyes, ears, nose all day long. Huntington, Long Island. It's snowing. If you can believe it, it snowed in Maine last night. Colombia, England. New hairstyle. No, new comb. Super. Sammy. It's not a new hairstyle. It's called a new comb. I carved out an apple, the shape of a comb, and I combed my hair. Chicago, Argentina. Billy's Doros. I'd never know where that flag is from. Where are you from? Australia, Algeria. What amazing, right? How small the world is. Well, I guess not. Everyone's got coronavirus. If we didn't have airplanes, it'd be stuck in China right now. Flex and open, that's like the number one question I get. He'll be first call out in the Olympia. Oh, Jonathan Horlock, I'm not that dumb. I recognize the Canadian flag. I can see Canada from my front porch. St. Louis, you guys canceled that pro show Hassan Mustafa was getting ready for. Portugal. Libya. Do you think the Olympia will happen? I don't think so. Nope. At this point, maybe because I'm stuck in my house. I've been saying all along, like from March, that all the May and June shows would be canceled. There will be no shows in June. I can't even imagine. I guess the Boston show is going on, but I highly doubt it. Is it possible that someone returned back to training at 38 years old to get their pro card in classic physique? It's possible. Probably not, but possible. Jay Cutler is not my son. He's my nephew. Is this open or classic physique? I wouldn't even know. Yep. March was a cool month. That's why we had snow in Maine, because we had no greenhouse gases being shot into the stratosphere. So it cooled down again in March. Alan, 135 kilograms, you're harder today. Rude Boys friends. They'll make him laugh. Fabio just had a baby. Fabio Lopez just had a little baby. He's lucky. Lebanon. Australia. Which books do you recommend reading about bodybuilding? You're one of the few I trust as far as the real bodybuilding knowledge. I'll hawk my books, Championship Bodybuilding and Everything You Need to Know About Fat Loss. You can get them on Amazon. Yeah, there they are right there. Look, there's one of them. There they are on my desk next to coffee cups. There's the fat loss book. You can go by colors, green, and Championship Bodybuilding, brown. Malaysia. I want to go to Malaysia one day. Morgan Asti was looking tremendous at the Arnolds. Yeah, he was 300 on stage. Are we going to have an Olympia in September? I think it's 50-50. Doesn't look so good, you know. Who's going to qualify for it? That's the question. Who's going to be in it if they do have it? Free dieting and training advice. Why don't they just order your books to understand your methods? Because nobody's working. Do you think taking pre-workout 6 times a week can burn out your adrenal glands and raise cortisol? Yes, I do. The Rock Show, what's happening with it? I see no advertisements anywhere. I see no hype. I hear nothing. Not that I pay like close attention, but my guess is that he'll cancel it. Hardy versus Bonac, Mr. Olympia 2019. You think who was second place? I had Bonac by a hair. By a hair. The night show I had Hardy. Do you think the fitness industry will change post the lockdown? I think everything will change. We are not going back to like gigantic crowds. NBA basketball games. Not this year, probably not next. Can you have an Olympia with 5 guys qualified? Well, that's the point, Jose. Oh, look at who's in the show. Who's preparing for the show? Who's shrinking by the minute right now, Jose? You know? You got to have some base going into your contest prep. You can't be like small. Supposedly the Europa Orlando May 24th is still on, question mark. I will cancel it as of today. It's not going to be going on, period. If they haven't canceled it yet, it's irresponsible not to have canceled it. Is Samir Banut, is he Indian? Gosh. You can't figure out that he's not Indian? When is the Vancouver Pro supposed to be? Someone just told me that's not canceled yet. Who is the future of the Olympia? There's too many people who could be future Mr. Olympia, I think. Don't push your luck, Sammy. Singapore. Jose, what are you doing today? I don't know what's the best way to maintain muscle during quarantine. Sitting around, how can you maintain any muscle? That's like saying, how do I maintain any money when I'm not working? Yeah, you need to tell Sasan Harati to come back. I will. I'll text him today. I already was on Fouad's podcast. The best Luke versus the best Sergio. The best Luke was the Arnold. The best Sergio was at the Arnold. Sergio competed in a more competitive Arnold, but Luke did look damn good there. Boston Pro is postponed. No, I hear that it's on. Jose would know. Now I hear it's still on. I love going to Montreal. Someone asked, how was your experience at Samir's show in Montreal last year? Samir's a very good friend of mine. I talk to him all the time, and I wish I could get in my car and drive up to Montreal. Have you coached Jay Cutler ever? This is people's memories, dude. They don't even have the internet. No, I haven't. Who's that? Yes, Kevin, to some degree. Orville Bark, he got something, he had some health issue or something. The most hilarious thing I saw on stage when Kai and Phil got into it at the Olympia. They should have just let them brawl it out. If you had $1 million and you must invest all the money, where would you invest? Charmin. Your thoughts on how Trump's handling the situation? Terrible. Luke's a great bodybuilder. People always ask me, what do you think about Luke? What cycle should I do? The magic is not in the cycles. No, my book's not available in Italian. Have you ever been to India? Nope. Here's Sammy. What look did you like of mine? 2018 and 19. With a tan or without? Yeah, Mantis, I combed my hair with an apple today. Max Charles at the last show, best he's ever been by a mile. The green book is everything you need to know about fat loss. You can go to Amazon, just put in my name, it'll come up. Do you have any relationships with the men's physique coaches like Omar? No, but I actually follow him. I don't even know who he is. I just like the way his physique guys look. Do you like coaching amateurs? Yeah, because they're dedicated usually, right? They're chasing the pro card. When am I going to go live with Psycho? When I get the energy. It takes a lot of energy to talk to Psycho because he's high energy. I don't have much energy during the quarantine. Why don't you work with men's physiques? Because nobody seeks me out in men's physique. Hmm. 200 milligrams of caffeine first thing in the morning. I have about 2,000 before I get going. So what would you recommend for a burned out adrenal system? No stimulants. Oh yeah, the NBA is going to start soon. Yeah, but I'm sure it is. They think it is. Ask their insurance company. Do you think a calorie is a calorie? Oh my God, great question. Yes and no. Do you think a dollar is a dollar? Let me ask you that. Think about that for a minute. Do you think a dollar is a dollar? Here's Dusty. Dusty, someone just asked me if I think a calorie is a calorie. I said yes and no. And I asked him back, do you think a dollar is a dollar? Exactly. We need some sanity to come on here. Dusty, Vancouver is not happening. Thank you. Did you coach anyone for the 98 Olympia? Nope. 98. Who's in the 98? 98, no. Caffeine or taurine? For stimulation, caffeine. Not even in the same stratosphere. Yeah, I'm still working with Mustafa. He's in Kuwait locked up. Big Remy's in Kuwait locked up. Dusty, click go live with me if you want to go live. I don't know how to do it. The Netherlands, love to go to the Netherlands. I want to go everywhere except my house. Hey Brian. Yeah, you'll probably see Roden this year. If you see Roden, he will absolutely be at his best. No, never worked with Curtis Bryant, 212. No, I know who he is. Are you Persian? No. Stridum's physique, phenomenal minus the back. But he should have always come in bigger rather than trying to chase condition. That was his problem. He chased condition. I'm sure he knows that. Yes, everything in championship bodybuilding, I still follow that right to a T. How come you don't train anymore? Because you go through different things that you like to do in your life. Training was something I liked at that time, and that's it. Musicians don't cut albums for the rest of their lives. Could you have improved Brandon from what he presented? I have no idea. Because what you really have to do is say, has Brandon improved over the last 5 years? And the answer is yes. People want perfection. No, I never met Matt Mendenhall. The book's just pretty good. I just finished your fat loss book. It's pretty good. What held Dave back from his pro card? He was competing against guys with different looking physiques. Yeah, well, I did work with Jason Poston. See? I have a bad memory. It's the COVID-19 virus destroyed my brain. What do you think Dorian Yates thinking COVID-19 is some government conspiracy? I don't agree with that. Which government? And how do you know? Testosterone boosters, they actually work. Your favorite training system? Somewhere between low and moderate volume. Training to failure. Heavy, but not so heavy where you can't feel what you're doing. You got to be able to feel what you're doing. That's the intangible. Yeah, Ahmed, I know that. that. Sean Ray says that, not people say that. Hold on, my battery's dying. 10 o'clock in the morning, my battery's dying. Hold on, I'll put in a battery pack. With Brandon not... Look at the gossip. You do need a lot of energy to talk with Chris Cycle because he's so loud. You have to increase your volume to be able to keep up with him. I think everyone has a chance at the Olympia. I think thinking Brandon is some type of shoo-in is ludicrous. Brandon can win it. Ramy can win it. Bonac could win. I mean, there's just... Hey, Subi. A sweet potato calorie is different from a gummy bear calorie. No, it's not. I know the answer. A calorie is a calorie. But I'm not giving you the answer. 10 calories is 10 calories. 100 calories is 100 calories. Joey Angel nailed it. It's a unit of energy. A calorie is a calorie. There's a second part to that. Genetically lagging chest. If it's genetically lagging, it's genetics, but you have to figure out a way how to get to it. Maybe your shoulders are coming into play. Maybe your triceps are taking over. No, Ahmed, I don't. I think that's ridiculous. Where do you get your knowledge from? I made it all up. Any pros that you think would have fared better if you'd been coaching them? I would like to say so, yeah, for sure. Do you think Mr. Paris was unfairly placed during his Olympia competition shows? I think he was misplaced in several shows. Without a doubt. Do you recommend cardio year-round? No, I don't at all. Toma! Rude boy, my legs are killing me. I just did 600-pound squats with Ramy. I don't know what the pros are doing now that they have gym access. That's the $1 million question with regards to if there's going to be an Olympia. I mean, a lot of people are not training. I heard from a couple people today, I'm not training. And it wasn't like joke. It was like reaching out to me to act as a psychologist for depression. I don't mean that to be mean. It's a matter of fact. Do you coach people through their off season? Yeah, I like to. I like to know why they got fat. It's okay to get fat, but it's nice to know why. $200 milligrams of test per week. People can grow on that. You can, for sure. Because you can grow with nothing. So yes, you can. I mean, you're not going to get like a freak, but... Do you think Hassan Mustafa will be better than Big Ramy? Egypt versus Egypt. I guess we'll come to that when we, come to that. We'll figure it out when they get on stage next to each other. Do you think the player Hadi Chopin is right with a synthol needle, spelt with a C? In today's amateur bodybuilding, i.e. physique, classic bodybuilding, is conditioning still a priority over size to win shows? Yes. Have you ever utilized HIIT during clients' contest prep? You mean cardio-wise? Amazon. You can get my books on Amazon. They may be sold out because they haven't been buying stuff lately, which means they're trying to ship only essentials. Dorian says his Instagram channel quite often. Which government does he say it's a conspiracy? Chinese government, American government, Italian government? Jay copies my hair, dude. I didn't copy his hair. I don't know, Bo Saeed 797. What do you think? I'm open-minded. You tell me. Hadi Chobin versus Husam Mustafa. At 100%, Hassan can beat him. You heard it here. I would agree, Marty and F. Ely. No, I'm not writing another book. Would you trust any supplements from Walmart? Meaning the quality of them? The quality is probably most of it. God only knows. What's that protein powder they sell for like $3? Probably junk. Is Sean Ray great? I think people have essentially, thanks to Dexter, formed a collective opinion about Sean Ray, which is only reinforcing my opinion of the last 10 years. So I was right. High intensity training, I don't care if Dorian used it at all. Mensers, work on few and far between. Obviously work for Dorian. Wouldn't work for you. Best diet for women who don't train to lose weight. Low carbs. Thank you, Flex Diesel. What is the most important supplement never to be used? How could it be important if it was never used? What's the best way to calculate maintenance calories? Pick a calorie number, usually about, let's say, 15 calories per, let's see, 15 calories per pound of body weight. Is it 200? Yeah, and see if you lose weight. If you don't lose weight, that's maintenance. I don't understand why Remy keeps changing his coaches either. I don't understand his mindset. Neither do I, Ahmed. It's ridiculous. And he can, you know what, the more ridiculous thing is, we never hear from him. Right? Do we ever hear from him? My arms were, I think, 19.5 at the biggest. Did you know Bob Gruskin used to be Steve Michelin? You mean Mihalik's coach? True, late 70s. No, but they were. I don't think they were. They spent time together. I don't think he was this coach. He may have. Bob may have been. I don't know. Bo, Saeed, what's it matter if I agree or don't agree? Why don't you ask Remy that question? Bo Saeed 797. I never understood what cardio year-round is supposed to do. Yeah, I hope the gyms will open up soon too. No, I didn't change my mind. I never change my mind. Except when I do. I don't do cardio in the off season. Yes, I'm fasting during Ramadan. Yes, I have the same beliefs in the books that I published 25 years ago. Could you talk about the stock market? God only knows where the stock market is going. The Fed just backed up every human being in the United States. Technically, on paper, they are buying junk bonds. Junk bonds. They're called junk for a reason. And the Fed has said, we will backstop and buy those crappy bonds. I can't even think of the analogy. It'd be like me saying I'm going to work with the worst bodybuilder in the United States of America. Or all the worst ones. Would you trust any supplements from Walmart? 6-star? No, I wouldn't. Mohammed Fit 88. Tark. Which Tark? Natural guys put size on, high protein, high fat, or medium fat, medium to high carbs. Do you think bodybuilders in the 90s worked harder? Not necessarily, no. Oh, HIIT cardio. Yes, I use HIIT cardio. People say I'm wrong for using that, though. Yes, my peak week is... What you see for peak week in that book is a rough... it's a good outline in championship bodybuilding. And, I always hear from people who say that they used it to a T, but, I keep it flexible the last week. Any exciting new images you'll be working with soon? Not really. I don't have tons and tons of clients. Yes, I work with amateurs. I just don't have tons of amateurs I work with, or even pros for that matter. Can you absorb more than 50 grams of protein per meal? Absolutely yes. Alaikum salam to Ahmad, Najwan. No, I can't. I don't like to work with people who don't compete, because I like that whole idea of D-Day, the most important day of the year coming up for them. What's the strangest protocol you've seen work diet-wise? I don't do strange things, so not sure. I don't always give people refeeds. Most people want refeeds, just want to eat. Rockazoid. Hi, Chris. Did you know Bob Kruskin used to coach Steve Mihalik? Where'd you hear that from? How many books? I only sell 2, because I had other ones, but they didn't sell well. Keto diet versus carb cycling. Depends on your body type. when I think keto, I just automatically think like low carbs. So I would probably lean towards carb cycling. When do you think society in the USA and UK will return to something close to how things were pre-COVID? 1 year. Why did you abandon training altogether? I didn't abandon it altogether. I stopped competing, and then maybe 4 years later I got very sick. So, it's one of these things, once you stop doing it, sometimes you don't have any desire to come back to it. Championship Bodybuilding is still one of the best bodybuilding books ever written. What is the other one? Yep, Valerie. Val 2001 shocked the world. Jay shocked everyone. Except himself. I dropped at least 4 pounds on a 2,500 calorie diet, starting with 140 pounds lean mass. How long did you lose 4 pounds in 1 day? Did you lose it in 3 days? Did you lose it in 7 days? In 21 days? Can we maintain during Ramadan? Yes, you can. If you can train. Best test booster. You mean like natural product? What's the best cardio, before training or after? On empty stomach. When will we see the undefeated Sean Roden back on the stage at the Olympia? If they have the Olympia this year, my belief is that he will be in the Olympia. If he is in the Olympia, he will be at his best. If he is at his best, he will win. Oh my God, who's Rockazoid? Bronx Restaurant, Frankie and Johnny Pine. Bob Gruskin, favorite place to eat. I never went there. Have you ever gotten mad on a client? Yeah, I got in a fight with one. Still work with him though. One of the best clients I got. You can order the books on Amazon. Put in my name. Rental business like everyone's in the toilet. There's no new discoveries in the world of sports supplements since I wrote my book. No, there's not. One exercise for back, chin-ups. If I could only had one exercise I could do. Right now I do cardio 5 times a week off season, desk job in financials, mainly for keeping up activity levels with a slow metabolism. Bad approach? No, I don't think it's a bad approach. Might sound like I'm contradicting my no cardio, I'm not a big fan of cardio, but it depends on the person. If your metabolism's slow, it might help. But I think your body, gets used to the cardio anyways, so it's like you're doing nothing. It's like I can drink like 4 cups of coffee and fall asleep. So what's the benefit? Because I drink it all the time. So if you're doing cardio all the time, what's the benefit? Brazilian bodybuilders do you coach? Quite a few. I was just thinking to put a post up today. Rafael, Eduardo, William, Alan, rude boy when he's competing. Hey, Faisal. Cardio is 30 minutes, the list. Yeah, that's okay. K. Snyder. Raphael, William, Eduardo, Alan Bonderman, Boas, Abdallah 892393. The best, not one of the best. No, none recently, Derek. Assalamu alaikum, Mansoor. Abdullah Darwish's nephew. How's that? That means we're almost related, unfortunately. Faisal, Bob Gruskin helped me. He was my prep coach. Pat Falcone back in the day says hi. Pat Falcone. Pat Falcone. Oh my goodness, tell Pat I said hello. Gosh, I'm surprised I can remember that name. One week you lost that, then you're to Mike Fernie 420. Then you're over. You got to increase your calories. You're gonna fall apart. Really, Rockazoid? Wow. Bob Gruskin. What, you were with Bob Gruskin and Steve Mihalik in the 70s? Yes or no? I gotta change my chair. My back is killing me. Do you only work with bodybuilders? I work with Classic. Dude, I had 13 guys in the Olympia last year. So there were a lot of Classic people. Eduardo's going to be back. I don't know when. Yes, he will be. I have people do low intensity and high intensity. Depends. My best steroid psych would be for like a people wouldn't believe it. Alan Grenfell, about 25%. You gotta have balls to short stuff, including REITs. Because as you know, you can get upside down quickly. I don't have a necessarily preferred carb source. Growing a lat back, best approach, train it twice a week. Train your strong body parts once every 12 days so that you can save some of that recovery for your back. Do two different back workouts. One 6 to 12 reps and one 12 to 15. On the 12 to 15, still go heavy and try to feel what you're doing. Any Indian bodybuilder, yes, Senthil, I help Senthil. He's crazy. You can go on my Instagram. He looks nuts. Phil the bedbug guy, Mr. Hussein 14, he fell, became unconscious. He had to move into like a older folks home. Uh, yeah, Cedric's Army career was extremely challenging when I worked with Cedric. Um, you know, some 17-hour days. Yeah, he wasn't sitting home watching TV playing PlayStation, that's for sure. Mike Farney 420 is training abs fasted on upon waking a good time to train abs. Some people swear that empty stomach leads to better contractions. That's a Serge Newberry theory, and I wouldn't disagree too much with Serge. I know I can't wait till we get back to normal, Fabio. That's why I'm here on Instagram wasting time. I waste so much time these days, it's ridiculous. Paul Dillette stories. Yeah, he came to my house and stayed 5 weeks maybe before he won the North Americas. And he just trained with light weights, which was mind-blowing. Light all the time. Light. Fiberlize is stronger than Trend. Dave thinks so. Does injecting growth intramuscular have benefit over subcutaneous? I don't know, actually. I think it does. Yeah. That's Bob Gruskin. Well, Tommy cares more about girls than bodybuilding. Kamal be ready for this year. I mean, he's done 2 Olympias, 3rd and 1st. He's kind of doing okay. Yeah, I don't know how the guys are going to qualify for the Olympia. We don't know if they're going to have one. They're planning, believe me, they're planning, fully planning 100% to have it. Depends on how many people Hansa has on his broadcast or podcast. I have seen the big boys oxygen waist trainers on. What's your opinion of them? No, they may work. Derek. That's the best answer. I said, this guy, that made me, and I didn't see who wrote it, Derek. Derek Farnsworth says, waist trainers for bodybuilders too lazy to keep their TVA, and it's like a bra for your TVA muscles. Now peeled out of my mind. You can't find much on Bob Gruskin. You can't even Google him. He's so secretive. I'm serious. Best approach to grow legs. Front squats and squats. Thank you, Kareem. Kareem's Matt, IFBB Pro. Paul DeMeo didn't come close to reaching his potential. Italian Warrior. Of course it's the Italian Warrior. Probably from Boston. I know, Jose. It's ridiculous. People say, do you think he'll do good this year? can you please do the Milos accent of Beta? Milos is like, Chris on this Instagram I told him you gotta do the 500, have your clients on 500 grams of glucose polymers during the training. Chris, he asshole. That's Beta Budai. He has nobody. He's done. Finished. Yes, I'm involved with commercial real estate, multifamily, both. Personally owned. REITs. I used to have an investment in REITs, triple N. That's the stock symbol. Chris, I have more than 70 million people. Jose, what are you doing today? Same thing as it snowed here in Maine, Jose. Faisal's laughing at the Beta imitation. Chris, he done. He got nobody. Yes, I'm still driving the old Mercedes. 25 years old in perfect condition. Sean Ray, who Dexter threw off the planet, made fun of it. Faisal, that's why I put up on my Instagram for people like him, like Sandow Squad yesterday. Asterisk, Chris Aceto, he's 100 pounds. He did nothing in bodybuilding. He chased around bodybuilder with good genetics. Give him lots of anabolics. Take 100% credit. Sean Ray versus Dexter in their prime. Dexter would beat him. Which pro had the best snacks for you in the hotel room? Guy. Definitely Guy Sistanino. With the runner-up position as Andrew Vu. No bullshit. No bullshit. Matt Cooper, it's a muffin yogurt day. Thoughts on casein protein? It's a good protein. I mean, I don't think there's that much, is there a big difference between casein and whey? I don't think so. Which tren ester? I don't think the ester part matters much. I posted a picture of me and Serge Nubret, who I used to train with, yesterday. And then I sent my friend Ron Partlow a quote from Serge, which would be, Chris, hey, you go pray God now. You can pray God before training. Oh, he said, You say, you pray survive workout, or you pray I get tired. Either way, you have to pray, because I'm going to kill you. Alright, so we'll pick up again tomorrow. I'll log in, do another Instagram live. So thanks, as Rude Boy would say. Thanks.